Hey everybody, as promised, I just want to make a quick video talking about how I managed to pull the data from the USGS elevation point service into a Cesium map so that I could make elevation profiles. And so what you're looking at is, just to bring everybody back up to speed, a QSO path, or a radio contact path I made using an amateur radio between Las Cruces and Colorado. And I chose this one because it has an interesting elevation profile. And so you can see that the code was able to bring in the fact that I was on the side of a hill. It goes down, comes up, makes it over the peak, and then starts rapidly back down on the other side. The code puts a little green dot as far as how far out the profile should be. But let's talk about how to get the data in. So I found the elevation point query service. And that's kind of nice. You can put a lat and a longitude in here, and it will give you back an elevation. A little bit after that, I found out that they had an API. I handed that to an LLM, and that's where the LLM wrote code for me that used Python, and it made a graph for me, and so that was kind of cool. But I wanted more. I wanted to have the Cesium map working, and so I found a place where you can give the site a file, and it will come back with a lot of elevations. And so that seemed better, and it was faster than my Python, so I wanted to know how it works. This is where I used a trick that I learned from Simon Willison's blog. And so what I did was, normal use mode is you give it your file of points, and off it goes, and it creates an elevation. Cool. And so I'm going to use the page again, and this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the F12 key, or you can hit Control-Shift-C on a Windows machine. And I'm using a Chrome browser, and I'm watching the network tab. And so what I'm going to do is choose my file, and here we go. We see all of the requests going out per point, and this is cool. If I click on any one of these, it shows me something called the initiator. And if I go over there, I find main.js, and lo and behold, this is where the USGS is actually calling their system, and this is the API they're using. So I took this code, pasted it into the LLM, and that is when the LLM went ahead and generated the code that fetches from that exact place. And so that's where it came up with doing this. So just wanted to show you, the LLM helped. I wouldn't have written this code myself, but I also helped the LLM by telling it where to look. So that's how I got the elevation data into the Cesium mapping app, and I'll tell you more later. Have a good morning.